Hi everyone, this is Coach Rob and I'm here with Say Alonzo. Hi Say.
Hi Coach Rob.
I like that name. Guys, I met Say when we got her as a social influencer when we were promoting our resort. How many years ago was that?
I think that was 4 years ago because Asher's turning 6 in October and we went there when he was 1 year and 9 months.
You know, I was like, man, I really like your job because, you got to stay in the resort for free. It was, what did you like about our resort?
I love the ambiance, the room, the bed, the bathroom, the beachfront, the food. I loved sila Tita Sandy, Tita Carrie, Tita Gigi. They took care of us with really, really yummy food and good kwento. And until now, we still keep in touch. So it's the friendship that was formed also. And yung going back to the resort naman, okay siya kasi ikaw lang yung nandun. Tapos, yung pool sayo, the beachfront is yours, and basta masarap talaga yung food. And the bed is so comfy. Yeah. The banyo, the CR is so clean and it's modern. I like modern stuff. Gusto ko, sobrang linis ng resort.
So I wish we still had it because I think that's a really good advertisement. But we sold it, and now we're on to other things. But one thing that really impressed me, when my wife was watching you work, she was like, "This kid is really good. She works really hard. She's very creative." And we were very impressed with the work that you were doing. But before we go into that, I want to go way back to your beginnings in showbiz, and I want to show people the transition that you did from TV to online. And maybe for some people, they might think, that it would be a backup, but it actually is a major industry right now, no? Okay, how did you get your big break with PBB?
With showbiz, with PBB. Well, I just finished college and I was a courtside reporter for CSB, Binild, for NCAA on Studio 23. And then, because my dream is to be a showbiz talk show host or a newscaster or something for showbiz. So I was like, maybe this could be my stepping stone. And then I saw the ad, gusto mo bang sumikat in 100 days? Call 929 Kuya. Wow. So I called it. And I was like, parang sabi ko, baka ito yung big break ko. And then I called it, and it was actually a call center for PBB. Big Brother, the show, wasn't really popular here. I didn't know anything about it. And PBB didn't have a name before. It was just a new show na parang tawag ka lang sa 929 Kuya. So I called, and then they asked me a lot of personal questions, like mga likes, dislikes, hobbies, nickname. Would you want to be in a house full of strangers? Is it okay with you to wear a 2-piece bikini or something like that? I'm like, yeah. I ko, not really, but if you're gonna give it to me and I have to wear it, I'll wear it. I'll make sure I look good in it, stuff like that. They would have like mga questions, what would you want to happen today? Sabi ko, sana umulan ng pera para makapag-shopping ako. And I was like asking the call center agent, sabi ko, Miss, bakit parang sinusulat mo lahat ng sinasabi ko, even mga side comments? And then sabi ko, kailan ako mag-send ng picture or video? Hindi mo nakikita kung ano itsura ko. Sabi niya, well, actually kasi itong show na to is based on personality. So hindi namin kailangan makita yung itsura nyo. So in 3 weeks, pag nakugustuhan ng boss ko itong interview na sinusulat ko ngayon, yung mga sagot nyo, mag-VTR kayo in 3 weeks. So sabi ko, oh my gosh, okay, so hindi mo nakikita ko yung itsura ko. Sabi ko, okay. And then in 3 weeks, they called for a VTR. So I went there, and then they asked, it was a long line, but inside ELJ, the tall building sa ABS. So it wasn't, hindi siya yung ngayon na sobrang pila sa mainit. So kami, pero para ka pa rin pumila sa mainit kasi yung mga kasama mo sa pila, sobrang dami talaga kayo. And then they were like actually bullying me during the audition kasi they were saying, oh, but the people I didn't know, they were like, ba't nagtitito ka pa? Ba't ka pa nag-audition? Parang mayaman ka na nga. Dapat bigay mo na sa amin to. Sabi ko, wala namang sinabi doon sa ad na, sumasagot talaga. Sabi ko, wala namang sinabi sa ad na bawal sumali. Tsaka hindi ako mayaman. Sabi ko, hindi ako mayaman. Nag-ice lang ako. So, they were, they were, ano, they were bullying me. And then yung nagbabantay sa line, sabi, wag nyo na siyang kausapan, bawal kausap. Lahat pwede dito mag-join. So finally, it was my turn sa VTR. And then they asked me why I joined. And I said, because, well, first of all, because I wanted to sing on ASAP, I said. Then I want to be a host. And then they were like, oh, okay, ano mga experience mo? And then I told them na I'm currently a courtside reporter for NCAA, for CSB. And they were like, ay, hindi ka na pwede sumali dito sa show namin kasi kailangan namin ng fresh face. So sabi ko, bakit hindi nyo nilagay doon sa ad nyo na kailangan fresh face? Sabi ko, kilala nyo ba ako? Alam nyo pangalan ko? Di ba hindi? Sabi ko, so considered ako fresh face. Kasi hindi nyo ako kilala eh. Di mo nga alam na courtside reporter ako sa CSB. So sabi nila, well, we'll just get back to you in 3 weeks kung pwede ka. Kasi nga nakikita ka na sa TV. So sa Studio 23. So I was like, yeah, but I think I'm still considered a fresh face. Nobody knows me. So, but anyway, so after 3 weeks, they called. So they called and it was an interview now with Direk Lauren.
Right.
And ito na, di ba? Direk Lauren na and the people, and Anushka from Endemol in sa ibang Netherlands ba? Sa ibang bansa. And the panel was there and they were like, you're part of the top 60. So, ganun na. And then, after that, interview ulit. It was a series of interviews. And finally, naging top 30 na ako. And then, finally, top 20. Hanggang sa, yun na. And then, they were like, and then, nagkabulutong ako. So, nagkabulutong ako. And then, they had an audition. We had to wear the two-piece, the bathing suit. So, I was like, why do we have to wear a bathing suit? Sabi ko, sorry, nagkabulutong ako. So, the staff was like, oh, tulungan ka na lang namin lagyan ng concealer. Buti na lang at that time, dito ay hindi na ako nakakahawa. So, kasi ang tagal ng time frame ng audition eh. So, yeah. I went and I wore the two-piece and sina Direk Lauren were there and I was like, Direk, bakit kailangan mag-two-piece? I was like really complaining. No, kasi we're looking for a role kasi iba-ibang personality yung for the show. We're looking to see if you fit the sexy personality. Sabi ko, oh, I definitely don't fit the sexy personality, but I am sexy. So I was like, super kapal na mukha. And he was like, Direk Lauren was like, okay, tanggap ka na okay lang ba? Tanggap ka na sa season 2? Sabi ko, oh my gosh. Sabi ko, hindi ako pang season 2. Sabi niya, why not? Sabi ko, because nobody remembers season 2. And she was like, oh, good answer. So I was like, okay. So I left and then they said, the top 20 na nga, and they said that they were choosing the top 12. And then they went to my house. They were doing, they did a VTR about me. We even went to CSB kasi my school, ganyan. They did the VTR and they were like, okay, you're gonna know if you got it this week na. So after a few days, sa bahay namin, may nag-doorbell na. Someone called me the night before na make sure you're home tomorrow and make sure that when someone rings the doorbell, you have to answer it. Tapos sabi ko, oh my gosh, ito na yata. So I was like, okay. And then, yun na nga, the next day, nag-ring ng doorbell, PA ni Tony Gonzaga, nakita ko sa sa CCTV. Di pa uso CCTV 15 years ago, pero meron na kami. Anyway, so tapos nakita ko si Tony nasa loob ng van. Parang tinanong ko may staff na dumating. So I was like, oh my gosh, I think this is it. And that was it. She handed me the key and everything, and then I was a Pinoy Big Brother housemate. I stayed inside the PBB house for 103 days. I think 103, 104 days. And it was a total of 110 days. I was the 5th placer.
Wow.
I got kicked out before they chose the big 4. I knew I wasn't gonna get it, but I'm happy out of 13 housemates, I was number 5. I was thinking na I was gonna be the first one to be kicked out, actually, kasi ang arte-arte ko. So, but I didn't get kicked out. I was the last one to be kicked out. And I'm happy. And until now, nagagamit ko pa rin yung experience ko sa PBB and yung binigyan nila sa akin na publicity hanggang ngayon, nagagamit ko pa rin siya sa work ko.
Actually, one thing I wanted to ask, because of your extended time in the house, can you give us tips for quarantine? Because you were one of the first to be quarantined, di ba?
Oh, yes! Oh my gosh. That was really bad. Okay, that was really bad because we were quarantined in the house for 3 months. And there was no radio, no phone, no TV, no music, no connection to the outside world. We didn't know what was happening. We were the first, so we
Yeah.
didn't know how we were being shown. We knew there were cameras, you can see them, but after a week you forget they're there. There's cameras in the bathroom, yes, we could see them, but after a week, totoo, you will really forget. It's just parang okay, andyan lang siya. We didn't know how we were being shown nga, so hindi ko alam na marami na palang nanonood sa labas. I actually thought that we were doing super boring things in the house. And I didn't know that it was big already. I didn't know that the song that Sam and I made in the house was number 1 na talaga. So on the radio. So I didn't know na people knew us, and hindi ko alam na may mga fan clubs, hindi ko alam. Being inside the house, siguro yung tip ko for quarantine is, kasi kami mas grabe ngayon, you have Netflix, you have your phone, you have news, you have all the food that you can eat. I think that you can order. Kami, may rasyon kami ng food. If we didn't do well sa task, wala kaming food. We just had rice, eggs, and veggies.
That's so weird.
Pag nanalo kami ng task, Tito, we had a budget, 500 pesos each, and we had the grocery list, and we could buy chocolates, we could buy meat, seafood, we could buy the other people bought yosi. Dati kasi pwede pa mag-yosi eh. Ngayon, hindi na yata pwede mag-yosi sa loob. So, tip ko, we made ourselves busy it was really boring in the house kasi talagang, minsan tapos ka na 1 hour sa task mo eh. We made up mga recipes with whatever's left in the fridge. So, marami kaming inventong luto. Tapos, we just really talked and got to know everyone, ng mga housemates, really bonded with them. Kasi it was either you like them or hindi mo sila gusto. And you're stuck with them in the house. And we cleaned the house a lot. Ang dami namin, nandun ka lang sa loob eh. The task, we had the weekly task that kept us busy. Pero minsan kasi, tapos na siya eh. And then we had a daily task. And after that, tapos na talaga. So, kwentuhan lang talaga kayo, bonding. You can do that now with your family.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung meron sa ref nyo, mag-imbento kayo ng ulam kasi hindi naman kayo pwedeng labas ng labas kasi 'di ba stay at home nga. And then linis kayo ng bahay kasi you can never clean your house too much. So, yun.
I tell you, we've been in quarantine now for 2 months, a little over 2 months, no? My goal has always been to clean my room. Up to now, I haven't done it. Maybe before the quarantine ends, I'll clean my room, but so far hindi pa. Okay, so you leveraged PBB.
Yes.
You had a showbiz career.
Yes.
How many years was it really moving for you and going really well?
It was going really well. I was with ABS for 2 years, and then GMA, a manager from GMA got me, so I was with them for 2 years. And then after that, I moved to TV5 for a year, and then I had to stop showbiz because I wasn't getting pregnant. I got married in 2011. And so my OB said I had to stop working na talaga, yung puyat and stress ng showbiz, kailangan tigilan para magka-baby. So I did that. I got pregnant in 2014. I stopped middle of 2013. I stopped doing teleserye. I was still doing teleserye, and my OB said, hindi ka talaga mabubuntis kung nasa-stress ka and puyat. So I had to stop showbiz talaga, had to quit muna, sabi ko muna, and then nabuntis ako, I got pregnant Feb, gave birth October 2014. So yun. Pero I was really busy naman talaga from we got out of the house December 2005 hanggang 2013. I was doing a lot of teleseries, movies, I was hosting shows. I got to sing on ASAP, my dream. So I was really busy, but syempre now it's a new chapter in my life, and I have to, take care of my family life naman. So ayun.
And that's one thing I found really interesting. You developed a strong brand, no? But I want people to realize how hard it is to work in a teleserye and how stressful it is to the body. Now, can you give us an idea of a day? Like what a day looks like, even for movies?
They give you a call time of like 6 a.m. 6 a.m. You have to be on the set. You have to be ready. And then you're just there waiting for your time. Naka-makeup ka, make-upan ka na doon pagting mo. And then you just wait. Sometimes they don't need you until night or madaling araw. Sabi ko nga, sometimes you waste a lot of time just waiting. Why couldn't they just call you when they need you? Pero kasi I think, the director wants you there para just in case magpalit ng scene na gagawin, ready ka. So, understandable naman. So, and then you finish again at 6 a.m. the following day. And then that day, yung MWF ang TF, yung whole Tuesday, syempre, latay na yung katawan mo, just wanna sleep at home. And then you wait for your call time again. They give it to you around 10 or 10:30 p.m. That it's 6 a.m. the next day. If you're lucky, you get a late call time ng 10 a.m. or minsan hapon ka pa, ibig sabihin magdamag ka talaga doon. Pero for someone like me, because I'm not a big star, I have supporting roles lang talaga. For support, 6 a.m. ka palagi. Pero if you're siguro a big star, yan, mga on-call yan, paminsan-minsan. Unless talagang palagi silang kakailangan, tas may cut-off sila. Meron silang 12 a.m. cut-off or 2 a.m. cut-off. Pero for us, na support, dyan ka talaga from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. the next day.
Right.
It's really hard.
Man.
It's stressful. They think that, she's doing a teleserye. Oh my gosh, for you, the scene that you're seeing, that 1 minute scene or the 2 minute scene you're watching, it probably took us 2 to 3 hours to make.
Yeah.
Just setting up, rehearsing the lines with the PAs, rehearsing it with your actors, the take and everything, and then they have to edit it. So it takes a lot of work for that one scene that you're watching.
3 hours to make, 10 hours to wait.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
Kawawa talaga.
That's true. That's showbiz. And because you wanted a family, it was a conscious decision to have a family, to get pregnant. You knew that you couldn't sustain that.
Yeah.
So when you had a baby, did you try going back to showbiz, or right away you realized that you had to do something different?
When I got pregnant, my husband was like, sayang naman yung mga followers mo on social media. Sabi niya, why don't you start blogging? So I blogged. I started blogging about what I was going through kasi it's being a first-time mom and everything. And then people were already asking how much is my rate to blog? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just new. I don't have followers. And they're like, on the blog, anyway, I mean, on social media, I have followers, but on the blog, wala pa masyado, konti lang. They're like, no, we'll pay you to feature our food, our mommy food, or our ganyan. So that's where it started. And when I got pregnant, I got more work, blogging, and then people wanted me on YouTube, but hanggang ngayon, di ko pa masyadong maasikaso. So konti-konti lang yung nasa YouTube ko. So yun, hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin yung ginagawa ko. Social, vlog when needed. And then Instagram is really popular. Facebook is really popular. So yun. So I'm still doing that now.
Was it a conscious decision to have your mommy brand, or you were just sharing your life?
I was just sharing my life kasi I wanted parang them to know na this is what I'm going through. And for first-time moms, di sila nag-iisa, and first-time moms who wanted na mga tips on what I do. Kasi I would post about it, like, this is what I made for my son today. Like, how did you make that? Can you vlog about that food that you made? Can you vlog about the utensils and the stuff where you bought it? So I was like, okay, sige, I'll do that. Hanggang ganon. And then I started attending events as influencer tawag nila, pero I don't want to call myself an influencer. Siguro content creator. Yeah, I started attending events na mga ganon, and I got invited. So naging parang part na ako na hindi masyado sa mommy vlogging or blogging lifestyle. So lifestyle, everything naman talagang lifestyle. So yun.
I'm taking notes because I'm learning from you now. I mean, I've really used Facebook as my primary platform for the longest time, but I saw, my gosh, your Instagram, 234,000 followers. Holy moly. Twitter, 107,000. On Instagram, I have 1,102. On
Instagram is really powerful. It's really powerful.
I don't know how to use it. How did you build your Instagram to that big a number?
I don't know, I just started posting stuff. Actually, late ako nag-Instagram, super late. And nag-worry talaga ako na parang walang magpa-follow sa akin. Kasi first of all, wala naman ako sa TV. Hindi naman ako popular on TV na ngayon, walang show, walang gano. So sabi ko, sino kaya mag-follow sa akin? Pero sabi nga sa akin ng mga friends ko, try mo na lang kasi meron ka namang followers. So bigla na lang siyang ganyan. Nakakatuwa kasi I mean, I'm so happy. Natutuwa talaga ako na parang, oh my gosh, pina-follow nila ako. So, and then, natuwa ako.
I'm gonna ask you as a student, no, what do you use Facebook for? Let's delineate the platforms, no. Facebook, what do you use Facebook for primarily?
To connect with my friends and my family who's abroad because I'm the only one here. Actually, my mom and my dad are here kasi na-stuck sila dahil sa lockdown, but they are based in the States. So, I use it for that and to connect to my friends, family, and for information also. And then I do have a public account. That's where I post yung mga brands then. So, kasi brands sometimes ask for a public Facebook account. So I have that. I have around siguro 19 or no, I have 24,000 followers there.
Wow.
I don't know how, pero I'm happy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how. But when you started your blog, where was your blog? Was it on a...
On heyitsay.com. It's on the web. Heyitsay.com is there. And, I would just blog pag may time talaga ako. And then my vlog is on YouTube at Say Alonzo. Paminsan-minsan lang talaga. Ang hirap kasi mag-edit I shoot and I edit and I have 2 kids. So, mahirap talaga. No yaya, no So, mahirap. So, pag kailangan talaga, I ask the help of my husband na siya muna sa kids and then I'll do this, ganyan.
You're saying you shoot, you're hands-on. You're a very hands-on mom, right? 2 kids, super duper hands-on, and then you still create content.
Yes.
Galing. Amazing.
Yes. Because it's my job now. It's work and I love it. I love being a content creator. I'm so happy that I'm in this line of work right now. And matagal ko na siya na-start. So, natutuwa ako that I'm so happy that a lot of people read it. A lot of people ask me advice, not just on Facebook, but also on Instagram. Not just people I don't know, but people who know me, friends, family members. Oh, nag-post ka ng ganito, totoo ba itong ganito? Or oh, maganda pa talaga. I'm like, I don't post anything that hindi ko gusto. So, parang ganon. So, I'm super prangka, straightforward, PBB pa lang. Kasi siguro, I grew up in the States. Kaya ganun talaga. So, what you see is what you get. So, pag nag-review ako, totoo talaga yun. Pag nag-post ako, gusto ko talaga yun. Kasi there are some brands na lumalapit. Minsan, di ko talaga alam. Parang, paano ko gagamitin yan? Hindi ko alam. Kaya parang ayoko mag-promise na ganyan. Pero pag may mga like baby stuff or other stuff or kikay stuff, sa tingin ko kaya ko, I'll do it.
Instagram, I couldn't believe your numbers. My gosh, I really don't know how to get that. Do you have any tips for people on how to maximize Instagram? Or what would you say is the main purpose of Instagram? Because you say it's powerful. I want to learn how.
If you have a lot of followers on Instagram, of course, you can give your opinion about things. I guess that's why they call it influencing, but ayoko talaga magtawag na yun. So, yung content, very important. You have to have good content. Make sure your pictures are good. Make sure your background is okay. Pag nag-take ka ng picture, lighting is good. The picture is nice and crisp. Talagang high quality. Even the videos that you post. So, that's the advice that I can give. And make sure that when you post something, it's authentic. Yun talaga. Well, don't be, there's a lot of fakers out there on Instagram na parang ganyan. Pero, di pala talaga ganun yung buhay nila. Parang, I want to make people think that I'm like this. Wala. Mahirap yun. You will not be able to keep up with that. Lalo na ngayon, a lot of content creators are home. So, wala na yung palabas-labas nila. Wala na yung ganyan-ganyan. Mahirap talaga yun. So, you have to be authentic. You have to be unique. You have to be yourself. That's my advice.
Okay.
So,
then how do you differentiate Instagram from Twitter? What would Twitter's purpose be naman?
Twitter kasi parang a few characters lang yung nandun eh. Like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 sentences lang. So, you really direct them pa to Facebook or Instagram para makita nila yung buong pinopromote ko. Pero Twitter, opinions. Definitely. Opinions. If you have an opinion about something, you can put it there. Make sure it's not controversial, ha? Like ako, I have contracts talaga with brands na parang bawal ka talaga ma-involve sa mga controversies, bawal sa mga ganyan. So you really have to be careful.
Say, most of the my leaders, no, the people in my team are actually like you. They're hands-on, stay-at-home moms. No,
Mm-hmm.
can you give them tips? Can you give them advice how to be productive, how to balance work and being a mom?
Okay, siguro work when at your most productive time. Ako, pag tulog yung mga anak ko, or sa gabi, or weekends, pag pwedeng mag-alaga yung asawa ko. And when I do Facebook Lives like this, I make sure that I schedule it also with my husband so he can take care of the kids kasi wala nga kaming yaya. And I also, advice ko rin is to blog or vlog or post about something that you love. Kasi if it's not something that you like, hindi mo gagalingan. Ako, I love what I'm doing. I love talking, kaya I like hosting, I like doing Facebook Lives, I like taking nice pictures, kaya siguro mahal na mahal ko yung Instagram ko, talagang nagamit ko na talaga siya as work. So, kailangan gusto mo yung ginagawa mo para sobrang passionate ka about it.
Can I see what phone do you use for creating all your content?
Oh no, this is my phone. It's just an iPhone 8 yata, 8 Plus.
Okay.
Dati pa to, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And then I have a camera. I use a Fujifilm X-A7.
Wow.
I'm an ambassador for that. So.
Okay. All right. Do you also have ring lights, microphones?
I have a mic. It's nandun sa camera ka. It's not here. And I have a ring light I'm using now para magandang lighting ko. Maganda ba?
Yeah,
so
very nice.
I have a ring light para fresh ako sa inyong lahat. And yun. So you have to, if you wanna be like a content creator, syempre invest in equipment. Pero if you're just starting, just use what you have. And if you're gonna take photos, I started with a phone. If you look at my Instagram posts from like years ago, I started with a phone. I just made sure na nasa labas ako nagtitake ng pictures para magandang ilaw. I really, I seldom post pictures na gabi. Or yung wala masyadong light kasi hindi masyadong maganda pag gabi. Unless gusto ng brand na gabi siya tinake.
Okay.
So they have different requirements.
And you've been creating content for how many years now?
Since 2000 on the blog, 2013.
Okay, wow. And how often do you post? Every day?
I try my best to post 2 or 3 times a week. But if you're really like a content creator na talagang heavy duty, sila 3 times a day. Wow. Sila talaga on Instagram. Pero ako, 2-3 times a week lang talaga. Tinatry, pero stories palagi. Facebook palagi. Pero sa Instagram, it's really curated. If you, I don't know if you could, I try to make it curated. If you check my feed, if you check the grid, I don't know if you can do it now. You can go to my page and you can check the grid. I try for it to be curated posts na nagma-match din siya ng the whites, clear, bright photos. Yeah. So you can look at the photos, terno-terno dapat siya lahat. So when you look at it as a whole, maganda siya tignan.
I like your hair here.
Thank you. That was outside. But yun.
So how are you holding up during the quarantine? Is it very different now with quarantine than before quarantine? Because, being a hands-on stay-at-home mom, it's really...
it's different now. Because I can't have, I used to have someone who's helping me, tapos weekends siya pwede mag-help. Pero ngayon, bawal na siya pumunta dito kasi may quarantine siya, baka may virus din siya kasi, diba, magko-commute siya, she might get something. So, walang nag-help talaga sa amin since Feb.
Say, one of my advocacies really is woman empowerment. Do you have any advice for Filipino women, or just women all over the world, on how to take control of their lives and how to be empowered?
How to be empowered? Oh my gosh, parang binibining Pilipinas question tayo.
No, I mean, one thing that you've repeated many, many times now, which I really appreciate, is you're straightforward. And I find that most are not, no? Has being straightforward gotten you in trouble, or is it open doors for you?
Sometimes it got me in trouble, but then I own up. I own up to it because it's my opinion. It's really what I said, and it's how I felt at the time. And I'm not gonna say. I'll say okay, sorry, but that's really how I feel about it. I think when I make a mistake, I own up to it. That's what one of the things that my lola taught me when she was still alive, na pag may gagawin ka, make sure na paninindigan mo yon. So, yun. I'm not a lot, hindi ako masyadong nagko-cover up ng mga kung ano-ano. This is really me. I've been like this ever since I was born. PBB, if you're a PBB fan ng season 1, ganito talaga ako. How can women be empowered ngayon? You just have to really be true to yourself and use that. You have to, hindi kasi pwede maging, I wanna be like this, so parang i-adapt ko yung ganyan. Parang kailangan, kung ano ka, yun yung, parang PBB, pakita mo kung sino ka talaga. So, pakita mo talaga kung sino ka talaga and panindigan mo yon. And then when you do something, you have to think a lot kung tama ba siya or hindi. Pero kung nakapag-desisyon ka na yun talaga yung gagawin mo, gotta own up to that. And make sure also, don't put other people down. Like, I also noticed na yung mga ibang moms kasi na parang, dapat ganito, dapat ganito. No, we should, we're women, we're mommies. We should lift each other up. Dapat, if we can have different opinions, but we should still support each other, and we shouldn't bash people. We should respect each other. Parang opinion yan, opinion ko to, pero sige, friends pa rin tayo. Kasi it's happening now, especially when you look on Facebook about mga government stuff, politics, all the stuff. Parang sobrang daming negative stuff, even on Instagram. So we don't need that right now. We are moms, dapat positive lang tayo palagi. Kung opinion niya yon, respetuhin natin siya, wag natin siyang i-bash, or wag natin siyang i-down.
I love it. Now, there's one more thing I want to cover now before we wrap up. You've also said, this is me, this is me, this is me. How did you find out who you were?
Oh, how did I find out?
Many people don't know, who they are. They're like, I need to find myself. But when I talk to you and as I get to know you, you very well know who you are and you're very comfortable with yourself.
I found out siguro sa PBB. Kasi, I found out na parang, this is me, accept me or don't accept me, bahala ka sa buhay mo, pero this is me, na-accept ko ng sarili ko matagal na. If you don't like me, that's your problem, but I'm still here. I'm gonna be living for myself and for my family and friends, for people who like me. Now, if ayaw mo sa akin, problema mo na yan. So, bahala ka. Hindi kita po problemahin. Unang-una, inisip ko dati to Unang-una, you don't pay me. So, bahala ka dyan.
Yeah, but if somebody pays you, then call time 6.
Bahala ka pa rin.
Yeah, no, but I mean, let's say 6 a.m. call time. Okay.
Say, I'll go. But honestly, but this is just me. I mean, of course, if someone pays you and it's your job, you gotta own up to it. You gotta be there at 6 or before 6. That's owning up to it. That's being responsible. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you signed up for that. So, ganun talaga. Pero if people nga don't like you and everything, problema na talaga nila yon. And dapat talaga sure ka sa sarili mo. Kasi kung hindi ka sure, malaking problema yun. How will you do things right? And how will you take care of yourself? Or pwede ba kung hindi ka sure sa mga bagay-bagay?
I love it. And the other thing I also appreciate about you don't apologize for being yourself. No, you are you. And I saw it on your Twitter, and I was looking, my opinion, my wall, you don't like it?
Unfollow.
Unfollow.
You don't like it? Unfollow me.
Exactly. Okay, any last, I really enjoyed this conversation today. Any last words of inspiration for the people watching?
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having fun at home, even if we're just staying home. Be safe palagi. My advice for you guys is, always think of how you're going to make yourself happy, because and how you're gonna love yourself. Because if you don't make yourself happy and if you don't love yourself, how can you give that happiness and that love to the people around you? Di ba sabi nga nila sa eroplano, put your mask on first bago sa ibang tao. Kasi pag di mo ginawa yung sarili mo, mamatay ka, di ba? Bago mo pa siya matulungan. Kung siya muna, siya na naman, patay ka na, di ba? So, katulad din yun sa eroplano, katulad din yun sa buhay. Kailangan, sarili mo muna yung mahalin mo at pasayahin mo para mabigay mo yung same things na yon sa iba.
Man, this has been a really nice interview. I'm so glad you shared with the team. I'm sure, do you want to invite the team where to follow you, where to catch you?
Yes, please follow me on Instagram at Say Alonzo. And I also have a Twitter at Say Alonzo, YouTube at Say Alonzo, and my blog and Facebook page is Hey It's Say. Thank you so much.